Hi, welcome to Sekiro. We're doing Underbridge Valley through the snake, past the castle gate, outskirts or whatever it's called, through the dude on the horse, Gyoubu, and we're going to meet Tengu. We're going to get a few prayer beads, we're going to deal with Dragonrot. There's time codes in the description so you can skip around. If you know how to do any of those bits, feel free to skip ahead. But this is the snake, this is a really bad run, I was going to delete it, but it's where I picked up Dragonrot. Anyway, this grass you want to be hiding in, look around before you jump, don't get hit by the snake like that, very silly. Then hook across here. As soon as you get into this cave, a couple more spirit emblems. And you want to hide in this grass to make sure you're clear from the snake there, otherwise he's going to kill you again. But you basically want to get to this palanquin here. When you get inside there, or palanquin, I don't know, I've always said palanquin. When you get in there, you want to wait, don't get out, he'll kill you if you do. But that's where I got the rot essence. As I said, you can look at it in your inventory, it's under key items, generally at the bottom. There's a short description attached to each one. You can see we've got the sculptor and the timid maid. The timid maid is actually the one that in Ashina Outskirts that we got the prayer bell from to go to Hirata Estate. Anyway, talk to the sculptor, he'll tell you to talk to Emma, have a rest. Go back, Emma will be up with the sculptor, and she will tell you that you need to get a sample of dragon blood from someone. So that's how you know. You work out from the Dragonrot who it is, and you go and get it. But in this case, it's always the same person. It's always the timid maid. So, off you head to, he's got nothing to say, go to Ashina Outskirts and Stairway. Gate path's also pretty close, you can go that way if you prefer. But from the stairway you want to, there's a few things you can do. So drop down, check the vendor, see if he's got anything that you want to buy. This guy doesn't really have much, but you might want to buy some light coin purses. Don't worry about chasing the Phantom Kunai yet, they're an upgrade item and you won't have the other materials. I stupidly blew all my coin purses on it on my first playthrough. And then couldn't use it for like another 10 hours. Brilliant. We're also going to head back this way, kill him so he's not bothering you. You've been this way before, you know he's the dude with the bazooka. Head this way and over, and we're going to go to the Crow Mob guy quickly, who sells firecrackers, which you're definitely going to want before this fight, with Gyoubu. Gyoubu, I should really look that up. But there is the Dragonrot sample. There in the house right next to this dude who's her son. And then don't head up there, head back this way, hook, and then hook again. That last hook's a bit janky, you might have to move around to get it. But there's a vendor up here who sells Robert's firecrackers. And I'm just buying his coin purses too for insurance since I've got the money. Fill up on pellets if you need them. It's always good to have them. They're great for mid-combat healing. I say that too much. And then it's back to the dilapidated temple. You can just use the homeward idol. Talk to Emma. She'll say thanks very much. You can go and rest. And then have a chat with her. She'll give you this dragon blood droplet or whatever it is and the recovery charm. If you use those at an idol, you'll cure Dragonrot. Now, I wouldn't do that just yet because we're about to have a pretty tough boss fight. And the guys will never die. And the two that you have at the moment, they're not really involved in anything. So spend all your money. Spend all your skills. Make sure you're leveled up before you take the snake just in case you die stupidly. And it's back to Ashina Outskirts. This is a much cleaner run. Head down here. Jump across. There we go. Down here. And you can tell I've reloaded because the spirit emblems are back. They don't normally get back with every reset. I always drop down here. I'm convinced there's an item down there, but there never is. I check it every time obsessively. Maybe it'll be this time. It isn't. Over here, hook onto the tree, drop down here, and this is where the snake comes out for the first time. So you can make a mad dash across there and just jump, and you'll generally get away with it because then you're pretty close to this tunnel where you can just head through and you're safe. And this is stage 2. This is the rush to the palanquin. So here there's a lot of grass. You want to jump across here. Running jump will guarantee you make it. Otherwise mash the jump twice and mash the grip button. Hide in this grass. Now waiting there, the snake will come around and its head will actually loop back. So you want to be up against its body because there's like a small U shape there. Once it's clear, head to the footpath. When its head's over you, it won't see you. Shimmy across there like that, and then you can just rush the palanquin. Doesn't matter if it sees you at that point. It'll lose track, and I've sped this up a lot. Eventually its eye will come up, you get a little red dot, stab it in the eye, you'll get covered in blood. As a personal challenge, see how long you can survive without visiting an idol to get the blood. To keep the blood forever. I've never made it very far. And then up this way. Now, there's so many places you can fall off here. I don't know how I always manage to do it, but I've fallen off this tree here. Look, this is brilliant. I don't even know how I did that. You can fall off here when you go for this hook. Somehow I bounced off the snake, I guess, because it comes up. So don't fall off there. If you do fall off, you'll be all the way back here before that first cave. The snake will be thrashing around, it won't hurt you. So don't worry too much. I managed to fall off there as well, which was utter genius. But head back to the palanquin, then past it. You want to hook onto this first tree. I played it super safe here and took my time and jumped carefully, and then hook, and you should be free. Now don't turn around and look for too long, because that snake's going to come in hot and do an attack there, which will probably pretty much kill you. It's never actually hit me there, but I remember to dodge just in time. There's a jump there. It's a little bit dark, so it's not entirely easy to see even at full brightness. And then the snake will back off once you make it to here. We'll meet the snake again later, but not for some time. So make your way across here, up, up, up and up, and there is your idol. So no more snake. Don't forget to go back for the snap seed if you need to. But let's crack on with Gyoubu. Anyway, drop down here past the idol. There is, I want to say a sugar here. Yeah. And then if you jump up here, you'll see there's a spear guy on patrol. I managed to somehow climb up. I mashed the grip button, which is really stupid. So if you mess up at any point, just go back and reset. It's absolutely fine. We're actually going to take a different approach. You want to come up here. There's an eavesdrop opportunity at the top here, so get that done. There we go. And then you'll see that there's a fat guy patrolling at the back. There's a guy with a spear on the left. There's a rifleman just down to the left that I didn't quite look at, and one in the house. And then there's two guys down in the courtyard. And then there's two people over here as well. There's a rifleman on patrol just by this tree. There we go, you can drop kill him. And then another eavesdrop opportunity, the guy under the tree over here, sitting next to a horse. He gives a pretty big tell. Oh, my poor horse, it's dead from firecrackers. You need firecrackers for this fight. Like, it's signposted all over the place. It keeps telling you how animals are weak to firecrackers in the loading screens too. So get your firecrackers. Now, heading down here, I've left it a bit late, but I'll show you there's an approach you can take. It's not pretty. I'll show you another one after this that's much cleaner. But wait down here, then go gank this guy. I was hiding and I thought, well, I'll just listen to this ghost image thing on the corner, but he obviously saw me. So then I hid to make him go away. But the timing's kind of all off because I've come here late. You want to make sure if you kill anyone that you're behind that tree so the two in the courtyard don't see you. The big problem here is really the big guy. At this stage, you've probably still got attack level 1 unless you've taken out Madame Butterfly, Lady Butterfly. So the big guys are still a bit of a challenge. We're going to get 1 attack power off the horse guy though. And since we've already got an extra health, it makes him just a little easier. Anyway, coming around here, you can see this is a real mess. I kind of shimmied along there, I don't even know why. And then up to gank the rifleman. And then I just ran down and got the fat man. And then the other two are relatively easy. The guy with the spear thing almost always does a red, so you can just Mikiri counter him and get a one-shot, and then it's just one of these guys who's attack, attack, block. And if you get 2 deflects, he'll be dead, sometimes even off 1. Grab your loot. That is a ceramic shard and Mibu Balloon of Wealth, and I think it's a coin purse. Yeah, heavy coin purse, so 500. Around the back of that same house here, that's where the ghost thing to listen to was. There's a sugar, Ungo's sugar. And then around by the horse dude, there was, I think it was a fistful of ash or something, but we got that earlier. And then up here, there's a pellet. 2 pellets, 3 pellets. 2 pellets. And then a closed door, which will open after we've taken out the boss. Now, for the boss, you head over this way and hook onto that tree and then up. But here's a much cleaner run at this if you've already got the eavesdrops. You can run up here, gank this dude. It's not a great farming spot. Hirata Estate is still better at this stage. Kill the rifleman. Drop down here. Now, the fat man is going to be behind the house, so you can get him quite easily. You want to jump up here, get your shurikens, 3 in the back of him, so he'll die because you're getting him from the back, you won't get a chance to block. And the guys downstairs won't see you kill him. Then crouch around to this archer, run in, gank the guy who isn't the spearman, and then the spearman almost always does a Mikiri counter move and does a one-shot kill, and that's the zone clear in a much quicker time. Anyway, however you want to clear that, you want to head up here and then drop down. When you pop over, you'll see a ceramic shard, so, sorry, a fistful of ash. So it keeps telling you, like, every mission it's always had items nearby which are useful against a boss. Fistful of Ash does nothing. Anyway, you'll get a good view of him charging out. First thing to do when he stops, wail on him. He does like a little flourish, like, hey, I'm here. So that's a chance to get, well, you'll see like a 10th, maybe 15% of his health off. Then just firecrackers. They have posture staggers. Most bosses, this guy I think has one at 50% health, 25% health. And 50% posture. You see there, he just stops for a little bit. So mark those opportunities, know when they're coming, and abuse them to get extra hits in. With this guy, really the only thing you need to be wary of is the counter when you're wailing on him. But as long as you've got an extra bar of health, you'll always survive one. See, there's another posture stagger, which allowed me to get the final hit in. I'm playing this really badly. I'm not really bothering to heal. I'm not trying to preempt anything. I'm doing bad Firecrackers. There's a hook opportunity to get on his head. As you know from the Ogre, you want to buy grappling hook attack to take advantage of that. There's the counter again. I should be healing in between these, but if you want to play it safe, run away, keep your distance, just keep moving. When you see the grappling opportunity, use that. Then after one hit, drop Firecrackers and just wail on him and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. And that way you'll almost never take a hit. I'm getting a little more aggressive. He's got some very basic attacks that we'll look into. They're not actually particularly complicated combos. The only one to watch out for is the sweep, but every boss's sweep gets me. I don't think I'll ever be able to perfect a boss with a sweep. I just can't read them. But I digress. I'm just pretty much going full ham on this dude at the moment. I'm not really paying attention, and I make a really, I think if I continued to go aggressive on him, it would have been fine. But I make the rookie mistake of trying to change strategy mid-fight and go for deflects to try and get his posture gauge, because I'm worried now I've got no health left. I think he's going to kill me. And it works to an extent, but all it takes is for one deflect to go bad, and it's going to be game over like that. I'm not looking for the hook opportunity. I'm too close in when he does his swing and I take a buttload of damage. But there's a hook. I'm thinking, okay, this is fine. I've still got it. I'm going to put Firecracker on him, but then I miss all my shots with the Firecracker because I lose target. Brilliant. Then he clubs me. Then there's another hook and I'm like, look, he's got no posture left. Here we go. Firecracker. Somehow I miss again with my attack, but that's okay. There's the Firecracker. But no, he stabs me in the head and it's mutual death. But let's have a look at some of his attacks and then we'll do a clean run at it. First off, hammer him at the start. He comes out, he does this flourish, take advantage of it, wail on him, you're going to get a chunk of death. Follow it up with Firecrackers for extra damage and you'll see he's almost down 25% health, maybe a little more. Keep your distance, that way he can't hit you. If you're worried about your deflects or your blocks, just run. Keep your distance and wait for the hook. You'll be far enough away that you can take advantage of it and those filthy swings won't do it. Then at the end of that, use Firecrackers. But be wary of his sudden block. Don't waste Firecrackers on a death blow. See, the death blow button was up there and I Firecrackered, so that was a complete waste. Watch for the counter. Clonk. Always be aware of where his hand is. You can deflect it and get extra posture damage, but you've got to see it coming. This jump, the one he does here, it's super easy to deflect and the posture goes up massively, watch. So don't be afraid of that. At 50% posture, as I mentioned, he'll stagger, so you can get a couple of extra hits in. He also does it at 25% health. Different bosses have different posture breaks. Some break all the time. This thrust, ugh, literally, I hate it. Hate it. I don't know what to do about it, sorry. Don't get greedy with deflects, though, if your health is low. You can see here, it goes pretty well. Until it doesn't. So, yeah. You can hold block for most of it, and by holding block, if you just want to stand still and hold block, that absolutely works, and your posture will come down as well. But, yeah, here's a clean run at it, combining deflects and Firecrackers. Wait, no, I think this is without Firecrackers, actually, just to show what's possible if for some reason you want to do it that way. So, wail on him at the beginning. And then I'm just pretty much standing still, walking towards him, making sure I'm within hook range. He never gets too far away, and then when he comes in with these swipes, going for the blocks, and then just some of them are really slow, so you can often get a hit in between them. It's just learning which ones. Most of the time you'll see 1-2 quick ones, then hit, and then another one coming in. But you can see this first round, there's the hook. That'll stagger him for a second. There's the posture break at 50% health. Or the stagger, rather, at 50% health, and he's pretty much done in this first round. And another hook. You can hook from a very long way away, and that's him down. Bonk. There's obviously no way to get a stealth death blow on this guy at all, alas. It's a little bit sloppier here, but again, there's a hook, and Firecrackers here would have made this even quicker, remember. He's obviously have, I think I missed this deflect after telling you they're always a gift, yeah, that was just a block. But you can see my posture's pretty low. Admittedly, I have been getting the deflects, but that counter always catches me, I forget it's coming. Especially because I'm so used to pulling the Firecracker button, but my finger is very firmly away from it. Also, it should be noted his staggers I think are time limited, so if you get like the 25% health and 50% posture, for example, really close to each other, it will only trigger one. I think it's like Firecrackers, they're on a time down, so just be wary of that. But do take the time to learn the attack breaks. I know I haven't gone into huge detail about his moves, but honestly there aren't that many. He's got that drive-by swing, and then he's got a bunch of stuff up close, like 2 or 3 different combos. And you're just going to have to practice them a little bit. With the extra health bar, you've got a massive margin of error. versus coming at here with 1 health bar. So you can definitely take a beating. And if you've been playing along properly, you should have 3, maybe 4 healing gourds. I think 3. But yeah, there you go. Shinobi execution on Gyoubu. His name was just up there. There it is. Gyoubu. There, finally, the answer. He's given you a memory, so you want to take that to a shrine. Now, I always get a bit lost here, so head up to this guard tower, and left is the new shrine, and back right is where we came from. I don't know, my sense of direction's appalling, so I apologise. So activate this shrine. If you want to jump over now, don't forget to increase your attack power first. If you want to jump over now, there's some rats to farm, so you can absolutely do that, but I'll come back and show you where they are in a minute. Note that you don't get a prayer bead from him, but there is one up here. So head for, first of all, I think this is just a fistful of ash or something equally useless, but heading towards it, or ceramic shard, look up to the left, there's some stairs, head up there and you will find a shop. Now if for some reason you haven't bought firecrackers yet, you can buy them again from this guy. He also, more importantly, has a gourd seed for sale for 1,000 coins, so buy that. Drop everything, sell your coin purses, buy the gourd seed. There are only 10, or well 9 I suppose, in the entire game, for 10 maximum. And the sooner you have them, the easier these boss fights become. Anyway, coming into this room, you'll put your weapon away. There's a couple of people to talk to. Here's Tengu. There's a long chat with him, and he gives you a job to catch some rats. Say yes. There you go. Rat description. They're just over the castle wall, which is lucky. And you've seen the enemy type before in the reservoir at the very start. There was one under the bridge. There's a lady here that you can talk to. There was something to pick up back there. Pellets or, I don't know, something equally useless. And then open this door. There you go. Then head back this way. I was just talking to him, and up the stairs, and there's pellets. I know, coin purse there. And if you carry on around, you'll see a hook point. Look up, you'll see another one. Jump off here, mash the grab ledge button, climb up here, turn around, and you will see a chest with a prayer bead in it. There we are. Da 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 da. From there, we're going to go back to, it's a bit weird getting down from there, you might take some damage, so just make sure you're on full health. We're going to head back over to the idol, this one, and then have a rest if you need to. Open this gate, and then run up here. Around the corner is an archer, you can run into him and then just tap the attack button, you'll do a slide, and now with attack power 2, it's going to be 2 hits to knock him down. Hook up here, don't forget to steal the money. I forgot to up my attack power on this save, so don't forget to do that. Sorry, I know I've already shown it. And then head back this way, up here above the archer. And then around this tree, you got 2 little rats over there. You can eavesdrop them. And then one on the left here. Get him. That's an easy backstab. And then these 2, sometimes they see you. Make sure you've got the loaded axe ready, because these hats are like shields. Sometimes you can't get the backstab on him, but see, it always gives you the knock up at the wrong time. Smash his hat, and then it's an instant death blow. Sometimes it takes a couple of shots, he might jump out of the way of the first one. There's a pellet there as well on the ground, and just jump over this wall. There we go. Drop down there. And this is a pretty good farm spot. If you run around here really quickly, you can get it done in almost no time flat. It gives you about 250 experience, and importantly, these little guys have a chance of dropping Gaichin sugar, which is the juice that makes you invisible. If you're going to use a Mibu Balloon of Wealth, remember to reset the area. But I managed to get 1, 2, 3 Gaichin sugars, I think another one and another 2 altogether in one go of the Mibu Balloon, so that's 6. It's pretty good odds. Their drop rate's pretty good, and I hadn't activated the Demon Bell. Anyway, when you've killed those rats at least once, go back and see Tengu. He's going to give you this. The prosthetic. I was trying to take him back to the dilapidated idol. He didn't want to come. But he's going to give you this set of skills, which is actually pretty awesome. They're all mostly around posture recovery and posture damage increase. Ichimonji does a slow overhead strike and recovers your posture. These 2 here increase the posture damage you do to an enemy on successful deflections. That's double Ichimonji. You've got one at the top which recovers damage posture from a death blow, which is a bit rubbish, and one in the middle which I forget, less damage from enemies with a sword, which is actually quite helpful against Wolf and some of the other guys. Anyway, next up I'm going to be dealing with Gyoubu and Madame Butterfly. Now we've got 2 attack, those 2 are going to be an absolute cinch. But on the left, perhaps you haven't done it yet, the Ogre and the General. But click the eye on the top right for playlists if you want to jump around. There's a million places you can go for here. Well, not a million, but about 12, honestly. Anyway, that's it for now. See you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.